Where did my mount go? There it is. All right. Thanks, Lotus. Thanks for coming back again. See if we can. Now I just gotta find it on my iPad. Bear with me 1 second. Holy Christ, am I a hot mess today. Nope, that's not it. Holy jeez, oh man. Is this the one I'm in now? Nope. There it is. Yeah, I got it. Woo! There. Man, I'm a fucking mess today. Sorry, boys. Hey? We will get this thing sorted yet. Sorry for the technological hiccups. We will get there. Man, every time we try new technology, I tell you, I end up fucking stuff up. So we will we will get there. But you know, it's like they say, if you don't try, you're not growing, right? What's the mic setup? So I'll show you. This is the reason it sounds so good. This is the new Hero 13 that I bought, or that my wife got me for Christmas. It has the external mic on the outside, plugs into the case. So it's a shockproof case and everything else. And like I said, it was working really good. If I can figure out how to get the personal hotspot to work on my phone, that should sort out the buffering issues. But for some reason or another, it doesn't seem to want to hook up at the moment. And I just don't want to play with it anymore because I'm looking like a meathead. So we will get it sorted, and then we'll get everything kind of fixed up. Yeah, like I said, sorry about that, guys. It's a little bit. I do appreciate everybody coming back and forth. We will get it. We will get it sorted out, and it'll make, when I get it finally sorted, it'll make amazing videos, and it should be great. But like I said, we're back to old school phonage right now. It'll be good, and of course I started it one more time, and then it glitched out on me again because I forgot to turn the fucking Wi-Fi off. But I got it now. So anyway, sorry, you'll have to bear with the old fart. We'll get it sorted, and then it'll be awesome when we get it. But so far it works fantastic for shooting videos and for doing like snow bashing and whatnot. So I mean, maybe that'll be the thing with that thing, is it'll end up being mostly for shooting videos and whatnot. And then my live streams will still have to be through my phone, which is not the end of the world, but. I hear you, Lotus. That's why I think that's part of the reason I love this hobby so much is that, you know, all the time I was doing it when I was a kid, it was all the people that were the same age as me then, and it seems like that whole group of people has kind of moved up through, and now we're trying to drag young people into it and trying to get more young people inspired in it that are like Harold's age and whatnot, and we're trying to keep the hobby alive, right? So, it, I think that's important. You know, the, yeah, the more people we can inspire. Unfortunately, I think hobby shops do more damage than anything else for the nitro hobby. You know, I just wish people would hire more people that wanted to deal with nitro stuff, because it seems like more hobby stores hire people that don't want anything to do with the nitro shit, and the next thing you know, they come in there and they just sour the shit out of them, and then they leave buying an electric. Hey Bob, thanks for coming. I'm not sure if you clicked on one of the 8 million fucking live streams I got going on right now, but I know, sorry, it's a dirty ass mess. But I think I ended up having to go back to the old school way. You know, and I'm sorry about that whole sketchy bit there. Hey BBT, thanks for coming, buddy. I mean, maybe I just need to make a head mount for my phone and wear that around. I don't know, but I'll get it. Like I said, I'll get it sorted out. The GoPro will be awesome. I ordered a bunch of other accessories and stuff for it, so it should be. I think it'll be great when it gets done. The picture quality is fantastic, you know, so it should be awesome. But it's just you feel left out without a blue wrench. What? Oh, for the you mean for the administrator? Is that what that blue wrench is? Is Perth near Brisbane? You know, I don't know. I'm sure hoping. I I got a story. I sent a package to Joe, um, so Joey Nitro there, SOS Joey, and it's been in the mail now for over 2 months as of the 27th, and I'm sure hoping it's not lost, and it had to go all the way from Canada to London, and I'm sure hoping it's not gonzo. When I talked to Canada Post, they said it's still on the way, so we will see if it actually is on the way or if it's lost. And if it's lost, I will have lost an RC kit as a gift that I had sent Joe, and it sucks if it is, but. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Man, I need something to drink, sorry. I got all stressed out there when I was trying to get everything to work. Now I'm all pasty. Geez, it went all sketchy there like that too. I like the orange crush. Oh, man. Sorry, I got all pasty there trying to get everything to work, and everything is all sketchy and nothing wanted to pick up properly. And anyway, it's finally working now. So what do you guys want to see with the time that we got left here? Oh, we did go ripping in the snow earlier, Lotus. You want to see the Savage Jeep? That's my 21 down there. We can go back out in the snow again. It's just a 21 Savage. There's nothing special about it, aside from the body. Was the LRP 32 spec 4 and 4.1 compare? There is some differences between the 4 and the 4.1. I think it's mostly just to do with RPM. Oh, I'm not taking the 8.0 out in snow today. And I seem to think that there's something to do with the porting. Compass could probably answer that question best. Compass, what's the difference between the 4.1 and the 4.0 LRP? Five and a 7. Thanks, SLC. I thought so. That's what it is. The 4 is a 7 and the 4.1 is a 4. Sorry. The 4.0 is a 5 and the 4.1 is a 7. That's what it is. I'll go grab that Savage for a minute first, because Harold wants to see it. So this is that's my Savage 21. Ooh, here, I kind of out of frame a little bit. Move that down there. Move it in there a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. So this is a little bit, it's got some use on it. It's seen some use. It's a good old rig. I've had this one for quite a while. It's got the Force 4.6 in it, not the 2.5. So it's got a slightly upgraded engine. Thing runs like a champ, this thing. Still has the plastic spur. Still has the AM radio gear, the original radio gear. But it works awesome, this old thing. Like it's reliable. It's like clockwork, this thing. Like an old pair of underwear, it's just always there, you know. Hey Corey, sorry for the giant fuck around there, buddy. Thanks for trying to find us. I was having some technical difficulties there. I do appreciate the people coming back over and over again, even though it was a giant mess. What are you trying to buy for your birthday there, SLC? Just the LRP you're talking about? I have the LRP 4.1 in my friend's buggy, the 32, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And it's in his Hyper 7, and it is a rocket, I'll tell you what. I don't know, Harold. I don't know if you can actually do that though. I think you'd need to either space up your engine mounts or build a spacer for it, because that's a pull start engine. You can buy an LRP and a bump start engine, which, you know, if you want to do that, it'd be awesome. That's the way I have that J Concepts that TC3 is set up like that with a bump start backplate. Your LRP spec 4 is, yeah, that's spec 2 in that TC3 is that way. The bump start LRP is a great engine. You know what, it seems to be when you put them on a bump start, it seems to sort a lot of the tuning issues out on an LRP, in my opinion, for whatever it's worth. Lotus, if you want to change one over, it is SH parts. I've done it. It's all SH bits. The backplate, everything else is all SH. So you can switch it over fairly easy. Just drop a 10 port .21. Ooh. Who has a 10 port? That sleeve's got to look like Swiss cheese, man. That's crazy. Yeah, you can buy. I've seen them on AMain has a kit to change them over to pull start. That comes with the backplate, the pull start, the one-way bearing, all that shit. Well, I hope they put something out and it sells super hot cakes, like, and then, you know, that's a bump to nitro stuff for sure, you know. You won't see them here. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me off my guy. All the good shit doesn't come to the U.S. and Canada. I'll tell you that much. Especially to Canada. Sometimes it comes to the U.S., but not Canada. The G Mark 30. I like the looks of that G Mark 32. Yeah, you're right, Bob. We're dead last. Dead last. Half time we gotta smuggle it over from the U.S. Yeah, probably. They'll get put on eBay and they'll want $1 million for them. That'd be one of those engines if it's a limited run. that'd be worth buying just to leave on a shelf. I got an 8-port off-road. I can show you. Here's a Hyper 8 with the with the Pico 8-port. Actually, it's an on-road engine. It's actually my spare for my pan car up there. So I'm not sure if anybody's seen this one since I finished it, but it turned out pretty decent, really. It's a pretty nice rig now. I do have another pipe coming, so I will have that, and I got to do a little bit nicer job around the fuel lines. But this thing sounds sick, like it sounds awesome, and it has the brand new associated clutch in it. So I like the Hypers, the Hyper 8 and the Hyper. Like I said, I'd like to find a 9. I don't have one of those yet. Yeah, you recognize the header off the guy. It's actually that's actually an Offna header. I think it's from the older Hypers, the first gen or whatever. Yeah, I think that came from the 8-port Hyper 7, Hyper 21 engine that's up there. It has a different, I think it's got an Overossi header on it now. You can say what you want about LRP. I was taught if you have nothing nice to say, don't say. Yeah, fair, Bob, fair. I find the biggest thing with LRP, and I'm not knocking it, but my God, sometimes they can be fucking cranky. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like if you take them out, they're kind of like a Harley. They want to be completely retuned before they work properly. Yeah, exactly. The carb is a bitch. Like, I know the newer carbs are better than the older carbs, but they still cause just as much grief. That's cool, off my guy. I got that one up there that I kind of built out of, tried to put it all back to original, and it's pretty good. Oh, I got a different topic here. Something else I wanted to talk about. That when I noticed on John's video today, and it came up on his live, that was pretty cool. That I'd like to bring up. You found a G-mark. Ooh, that's cool. So, I know John was running those Badlands on his live, and lots of guys were like, Badlands are the best, Badlands are the best. And I agree, I did a video a while ago, these are Amazon tires and wheels. These, they're literally 25 bucks a pair, or for the set of 4 on Amazon. And these things are bulletproof, man. You can run these on pavement, and these have been run on pavement a ton, and they take it. And this thing will tear the tires off it. It actually has an LRP, not an LRP, sorry, an Axial 0.32 RR 1 spec engine in it, which is an amazing engine. And this is a jam and buggy. And these wheels and tires, they're cheap as they are, they're awesome, and they weigh quite a bit less than the Badlands. I will say that I don't buy them because they're cheap. I buy them because they weigh half as much and they get really good traction. So, and I mean, this thing is just tire shredder. If I put regular tires on it, it will just destroy them. So it's amazing. So I will say, anybody that's looking for a set of decent tires to run off-road, those Badlands are good, but they, like I said, they're expensive. These are cheap, and they hold up on the asphalt. Like, I don't know what they're made out of, but my God, they don't disintegrate. These ones are finally starting to chamfer out on the inside here, but they're not bad, and they're cheap. Like I did, if you guys want to go back into my YouTube stream and go way back, I did a side-by-side comparison on these, on one of my buggies. It might have even been this one, and just showing the difference between the two. And I think that I lost like 5 miles an hour with the Badlands just by the weight difference, and it's quite a substantial difference. And these hold up, like I said, they hold up really well, and they're cheap. So keyword there, cheap. So I mean, I had a badass accident with one of these, and I never broke the wheel. And I had another accident with that one, with that Hot Bodies buggy up there, and it just splintered the wheel, like just exploded. And these did not. But anybody that's interested, just let me know, and I can send them the link for these. But they, like I said, I think literally, and I'm not joking, I think they were like 27 bucks, 28 bucks for the set of 4. And the only thing, they don't come glued, which is not a big deal. This engine is awesome, by the way. This Axial 332 RR, amazing engine. This thing is an absolute beast. The jammin' buggy is a little bit wider, same length, but a little bit wider, so it's a little more stable. And it has big bore shocks all the way around, carbon fiber strut towers, or not carbon fiber, but the CNC thick strut towers. It's awesome. Dig out the Hot Bodies buggy. If you want to see the Hot Bodies buggy, okay. It's way up. I can reach that. I'm gonna have to get one of those big step ladders to put in here now. That's my Hot Bodies Lightning with the Serio Big Block 0.27. That's an awesome engine. Awesome engine. Luke actually, I traded some stuff with Luke, the Bug 404, and for this engine. And this engine was brand new, never run. I actually had to break it in. It's an awesome engine. It was originally set up for a pull start, and then the pull start pieces were missing and broken, so I converted it over to bump start. Lightning, it's before the DB, yeah. This is before the DB. It's all purple. Lots of purple. She's got the Dynamite Platinum pipe on it. It's a little dirty, but a good running buggy. You know, this, like I said, this Serial engine is fairly impressive. It's pretty torquey. Like I said, all my stuff gets run. No Shelf Queens in my collection. But yeah, these are good tires. They're starting to show some wear now. Because for a while, this one was my test buggy. This one's probably had 5 engines through it. Just different engines testing. Because it's so easy to take the engines in and out of these old hot body buggies. The engine mounts are pretty conducive to it, so it's super quick. I can do an engine swap in this thing in no time flat. And it's been good. But yeah, it's good now. Like it was a bit of a bear. I mean, I had a really bad head-on collision with this one at one point, and you need a buggy. Whoa, maybe we can work out a deal, MZ. Yeah, I had a really bad head-on with this one time. Blew the front shocks in half, smashed the bumper, broke the control arms, and me and my friend call it the epic crash of 2024 because we did it in January of 2024 last year. He was learning to run a buggy, or he was learning to drive his buggy, and I was learning to drive. No, I wasn't learning to drive. I was driving this one, and I was zipping past myself, and I had my back to him, and we just literally hit head on, and pieces went everywhere. And anyway, it's all fixed now, but it was pretty epic. So. Yeah, the thing I like about this one over the DB is the DB had a lot of plastic. This doesn't have a ton of plastic. This has a lot of, as far as your main components go, it's a lot of aluminum, and it's pretty solid. No, I wish I did notice, but we were just out front, literally messing around, and then we hit the two like that, and it was like, they said, this is actually a OFNA bumper, because the factory hot body's bumper fucking disintegrated. There was nothing left of it. But that's why this Serial has a bit of a smaller head. But this hole, that's why it's so big, because this thing's head. This is the one that had that SH that was in that monster truck that I was running earlier for quite a while. So that had that 0.28 P3 in it. And this thing was awesome with that engine in there. Yeah, this is kind of like a blackout edition body. It's kind of cool, but it's been, like I said, it's a good buggy. The only thing I don't like with these ones that you got to be careful of is in this hub, there's spacers that go in the kingpin in here, and what happens is the threads strip out of the C-hub, and then the bolt falls out, spacer falls out, and then you can't find a spacer. And then you got to, I had to drill and tap and helicoil one of the C-hubs because the threads pulled out of it. So. But it's good now. Like I said, it's been a super reliable kit. I've had some pretty good instances with this one, but it's been all, I fixed everything back to exactly where it should be. So they're good kits. But if anything ever happens to me, that's what happens when I'm running this one. I don't know why. Thanks awfully, guy. I appreciate that. Give the bad luck to me. And hey, man, if you want to trade, I'll trade you for that X-ray for sure. Even though the X-ray doesn't have an engine in it, I'd make that trade as a roller. I still say the most reliable engine that I have out of that whole works for tunability and like not having to touch a needle and just pull it off the shelf and run it is any of those OSs. Like the OS speeds, my God, they're just solid. Like I never have to touch the needles. Oh, excuse me, barking spiders. I'm not sure if that picked it up on camera. I hope not. That'd be awesome, MZ. I'll shoot you a message later. Yeah, there's a frog in my garage. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me. Did you guys want to see something else run before we call her a day? Turn fan on. Maybe I'll need the exhaust fan. No, vent out that. Good thing it's not smell-o-vision. What's something none of us have seen? I don't know. You guys have all seen lots of stuff. I don't know what I would actually have that you guys haven't seen. To start up a nitro, I'll forgive you. What should I start? What's something different? You guys ever hear of that Kronos run? That's different. Yeah, that Kronos is a 45,000 RPM Italian engine. It sounds sickening. My engine collection's not great. Most of my engine collection's in everything. I only have about, I don't know, 4 or 5 engines that aren't in everything. The 3.0, Harold, I don't know if there's a radio in that thing right now. So I don't know if I can actually run that thing. I think I robbed the radio out of it. I can fire it up though, if you guys want to hear it. I don't have any in a box. Not one of these, not one of my kits are in a box. I don't have any. Are you still laughing at my fart, Corey? There. All right. Make a decision on something. Feeling the buggies today. Feeling the buggies. JQ Black. Axial 0.28 RR. I still love the chassis in this thing. Like, that's not painted, that's how that comes. Even this, it follows through on the strut towers. Super cool. I don't remember which starter box to set up for this thing. I love these axial Indians. So good. I didn't think that would pick up on camera like it did, but I guess it did. Hey John, thanks for coming. I should have kept talking, it wouldn't have come through as bad. I want to think I got this one set for 30%. Pretty sure. No, these are pretty uncommon. You don't see them very often. I grabbed this one from a collector in Edmonton. Super great fella. And it's pretty, from what I can understand, they weren't made in high numbers, and I don't seem to be able to find many of them. I know MZ's got a new one in pieces, but you don't see them very often for sure. Okay. Pretty sure the radio's in this one. JQ, there it is. Nope, you did. You did, or I pulled the battery out of it. Oh well, no battery for you today. I should look and see if there's a battery in there. Oh man, I take no offense off my guy. Can't have fun with it. What can you do? Hey? Oh yeah, no battery in the top. That would explain it. That's okay. I don't need a battery in this one. This one's set up for a LiPo too. A little bit of the good stuff. Solid those tunes are on the axles. I haven't touched that thing in quite a while. That's the Axial 0.28R. There you go. There you go, boys. That's a nice one. That's a good engine. I figured you guys would like that. Good way to I did notice when I primed it, a little bit of fuel squirted out that third needle. So I'm gonna have to check, make sure that that is not bad. It's sealed up right away. So, yeah, these are super cool buggies. Like I said, the JQ. I love the radio tray setup in them, and they put the JQ logo on everything. Everything. I even love how the bell says Bell. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little kit. Pull the remainder of the fuel out of it. Whew. Oh, it's hot. Come on. There's my other fuel line here. Never leave fuel in the tank. I never leave fuel in tanks. Yeah. I don't know, Lotus. I'm not sure why that would be hot. There. This has that really odd clutch setup too. That really weird shoe type clutch that kind of like almost looks like a bladder. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that one or not, but it's the only one of them I've ever seen. I've seen them in pictures. Yeah, these are great engines. All the Axial engines are so good. They're, in my opinion, they're worth snapping up anytime you find one that's newer. I always grab it if it doesn't have a lot of run time. There. Yeah, Axial name right now is so, yeah, I'm sad about that. But anyway, boys, I think now that the third time's a charm, we've come around again for another hour. I'm going to actually go in and have some supper at my time here. So, and then I actually unfortunately have to work tomorrow. So I hope everybody. It does look cool, hey? It's just like I said, just a really good looking buggy. But I will say good night to everybody, and hopefully everybody has a happy New Year. And when is? Oh, New Year's is Wednesday. So yeah, I'll still be doing my regular live on Sunday. So and like I said, I will sort my shit out with the GoPro. So hopefully that won't happen again. And I hope everybody had a great live with me, and I do appreciate everybody kind of hanging out. And if everybody wouldn't mind smashing the like button on the way out, it'd be awesome. And everybody have a wonderful New Year's, and don't drink too much, and don't do anything too stupid. Right, Compass? So we don't do anything too stupid. Everybody have a happy New Year.